Hello class, my name is Kimberly and today I wanted to share a story about one of my most embarrassing moments as a new nurse. I just wanted to show you my audience. Have you ever said something out loud to a person that you immediately regretted, knowing that you couldn't take it back? I have, and there was no undo button. My most embarrassing moment happened 15 years ago at my very first job as a brand new nurse. After years of studying, countless hours of clinical, passing one of the hardest tests I've ever taken in my life called the NCLEX, I finally walked into the hospital as a licensed nurse and not as a student. It was a very surreal moment for me, and I was very proud. I felt ready. That moment, I thought I was ready, but I really wasn't. So that morning, we did something called shift change. I was a morning nurse taking over from the night, and you give report. So I got the report from the night nurse to gave me information on all my assigned patients, and one of them was just freshly diagnosed with cancer. So with this particular patient, there was no staging yet, no clear prognosis, just a very scared patient who knew that she had cancer in her body. So I start my day off with the patient. I walked into her room, felt very confident, very cheerful, and I introduced myself, told the patient my name, explained that I was her nurse for the morning shift, that I was going to be taking care of her for the day, and I started doing my vitals on her. So she was pretty talkative with me, pretty friendly. It kind of felt like she was avoiding talking about herself. So instead of talking about things related to her, she just started asking questions about me. She asked me one particular question, and she asked me, where did I go to school? So after I told her what college I went to, she asked me, where is that at? So without thinking, in my bright, enthusiastic new nurse voice, I said, my college is right across the street from Greenwood Cemetery. That moment that those words left my mouth, I just knew that I had messed up very bad. Her entire demeanor changed. She became anxious, she became panicked. She started walking around, pacing the room, and she told me, oh no, I don't want to hear about cemeteries. I don't want to die. I'm not going to die. My heart absolutely dropped into my stomach. Here I was, this brand new nurse, that I was doing my part, having a conversation. She was newly diagnosed with cancer, terrified of the unknown, and here I go talking about cemeteries. So, to me, out of all the ways that I could have described where my school was, I could have said cross streets, I could have said freeway exits, nearby stores. No, I had to tell her there was a cemetery. So after watching her pace the room, she was hugging her pillow, she started to pray out loud. I really could feel the weight of what I had done and unintentionally causing this person emotional distress. So I did apologize to her immediately, and I tried to redirect the conversation, but damage was already done. So took her a couple of minutes. She turned on some music and she began singing this song called When You Believe by Mariah Carey. She played it like maybe 4 or 5 times, sang it over and over, and she finally calmed down and she was able to chat with me again. So after a couple hours had gone by and my heart stopped racing and the guilt of causing my patient distress, I was able to focus again and we had a good shift. But that moment 15 years ago has stuck with me, and still to this day, it does affect me when I think about it. But with that experience, it taught me something that no textbook could really ever teach you, and that's this. Our words carry enormous weight, has a lot of power, and when it comes to vulnerable patients in healthcare, you just sometimes need to be silent let them speak, and you just listen. Thank you.